Okay, so I'm starting the pits. I'm just trying to get my safety rating back up after a real disaster week 1. And this is a watch along.
Car is off. Green.
This is a watch along as well. The recording is live, but I had an issue with my camera and my microphone, so I'm doing this bit again.
There's an incident ahead.
So there seemed to be a bit of carnage early doors in the race, so my plan of starting at the back didn't quite work out.
There's an incident ahead.
But as a low kind of I-rated driver, this is what
car ahead.
This is what I do. Sorry. This is what I do to try and get it back whenever I kind of have a bad spell in terms of safety rating. I feel like the Ringmeister is a good race to use to try to get the safety rating back up and not lose too much I rating. Because there's so much carnage, loads of cars drop out. So you can kind of start at the back and take it handy. Well, that was the goal. It doesn't quite work out exactly like that, as you'll see in a while, but that was the plan coming into the race.
Car stop on the left.
There was a problem with my eye overlay as well for this race. I don't know why. It wasn't quite synced up with the standings, so it's top left of standings and the relative bottom right. It just wasn't syncing up properly. I don't know why. It's a problem with eye overlay itself. So I went a bit deep into that turn. And the aim of the game, as I said, is just safety rating, so I'm not really trying to push the car. I'm still trying to learn this, the Nordschleife. I feel like I'm getting pretty close to kind of knowing it at this stage. But I'm not quite 100% there. Once I kind of know all the turns and what I'm expecting around each corner, then I suppose I can work on optimizing the speed. That's the way I'm going about it anyway. So you got Barrel in front of me, who's a 0.6k driver. There's 2 splits in this race. This is the second split, so there's a few low rated guys in here.
Car ahead.
But I have no intention of trying to really pass anybody unless it's a super easy overtake. You can see, like, after starting at almost the back, I guess you could say I'm already up at P14. And that's why I think this series is good for getting your safety rating kind of boosted, because it's got all the corners.
Thank you.
Went a bit wide there, so there you go. First fail of the race when it got an off track. Like, I really wanted a 0x for the entire race was my goal, but it doesn't always work out that way.
Left side.
I decided to let Javier through there. Again, as I said, I'm not really trying to race anybody, and on the Nordschleife, if anyone's going to kind of dive bomb me, there's always a risk of a crash, so I was quite happy just to let whoever tried to pass by.
Car stopped ahead.
There we go, another freebie.
Car stopped ahead. Go right.
And yet another one. Like, maybe this method of gaining safety rating wouldn't work if you were in a high split, so you mightn't have as many people writing themselves off. But at my level, multiple cars in this Ringmeister series don't finish the race. Don't finish even lap one. This guy's making a move, so I just lift off. Let him have it. This is pretty much my tactic for the race, you know. little bit deep into that corner as well. So I suppose trying to gain safety rating and trying to learn the track is what I was trying to do this week. This is my second attempt at it as well. The first one was very uneventful. Like, I started at the back. There was actually very little crashes, and I lost a decent chunk of iRate in that particular one, which was a bit unusual for this race. So I think I lost, like, well, I didn't lose a huge chunk. I lost, like, say, like 20 iRating or something like that, I think. It's usually you kind of almost, when I've done this a few times, usually you gain iRating, even by driving slow and just hanging around the back. But there's just nothing going on in that race. It wasn't worth posting. It's just me just hot lapping, basically. Whereas in this race, there's a bit more action. I do get into racing with some cars as well a bit later on. Wide there again. Didn't brake hard enough at all. This kind of later part of the track in particular, the whole last kind of before the straight, the whole section I guess before the straight, I have to improve an awful lot on.
You got a slow car on the left, car stop on the left. The car in front gone off. Go right.
Another freebie there. Borrow. Right, so I did get a 1x on lap 1, which is an idea.
You've got 2 laps to go.
But overall, I'm pretty pleased at this stage of the race, I think. For some reason, Ruben behind, who was in my slipstream catching up, decided to let off there. Slow down. Way back. Not quite sure the reason for that.
You got a slow car on the right. Car stopped on the right.
A little bit wide there again. I was distracted by the instant ahead. Wasn't sure exactly where he was. A bit tentative through there, like, even though this is like, it is about safety rate, and I know I need to, I think I was overly cautious at times. Slow through there again. kind of just analysing myself a bit again here as well, just to see where I can improve. Like this part of the track I'm pretty comfortable with in terms of knowing what's next. This section here as well I find tricky to get right. I feel like it's just very slow through it. But then I've tried to push in there a few times, like going there a bit hotter, and I always end up making an awful mess of it in practice or whatever. So I've got Sim behind me catching up with a better run there. It gives me a little tap then.
Still there, hold your line.
Thankfully it was a 0x.
Clear. Your car looks fine. No damage to report.
Like I would have let him pass. Like I don't know why he had to kind of do that, but anyway.
Hi, can you let me go? Thank you so much.
So I think it's Barrel behind, who's 0.6.
Thank you.
0.6 rated. That I end up kind of racing with. So he catches back up with me, and I know I'm going slow, but it's just interesting to me when there's a guy. I think it's Barrel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. A guy at that pace, or that iRacing, is just miles quicker than me. So I don't understand how people get down so low. Is that they just don't finish many races or crash out of a lot of races or something? I don't know what it is. Like I know I have a lot of work to do with even just the technical side of the racing. A lot to learn. Made an awful mess of the carousel.
Left side, clear.
Ruben had the run on me there, but I was a bit out of control, so he wasn't able to make it happen. And he rightly backed out of it. Like again, I'm like perfectly happy to let him pass as soon as he gets alongside, but just waiting for that moment to happen and hope that he doesn't do it at a bad time. Which he seems to be cautious based on that last move. As well, anyone watching, if you ever found yourself in the safety rating up below 2 like I am, like this is my first time since I started racing in iRacing that I went down below 2, and I'm just my mind is just get immediately back up to above 2, and that's what I'm going to focus on. I don't care how much iRating I lose in that journey. For me, it's just not comfortable. I'm not comfortable with that low a safety rating, because I try to be a clean racer. Almost lost it there. Again, another poor carousel, the smaller one. I've got a better run onto the kind of back straight here. So Ruben, although similar iRacing to me, seems to be struggling for pace at a similar level, whether he's not used to the Nordschleife or he's just protecting safety rating, I don't know. Maybe it's Ruben. I have the kind of, could be Ruben. I have the little kind of fight. I don't know. You'll see in a few. I don't want to spoil
White
anything.
flag. 1 more lap to go.
The little incident with, shall we say, that's coming up in this lap. Thought it was Barrel, but I could be wrong about that. In fact, I probably am. I'd say the reason he catches up on me is because of the incident.
Just keep hitting your marks.
Because he's fallen further behind Barrel. So it seems on this track, there's certain parts of it that I'm a lot faster than Ruben, and there's other parts of it that he's a lot faster than me. Like, I know the Nordschleife is just about trying to optimize all the corners, learning it all. A bit wide there. Now I'm up to 2x. So again, pulling away from Ruben again. Poor corner there by me. It's overslowed. And now Ruben's back up. So you can see he's quicker than me through this section as well. Or to the first part of the section he was anyway, maybe not leaving it. I think for this corner here, I mistaked which one it was, and now he's after getting a run there, but it's into this slow section, so he wasn't going to be able to do much. I was slow through there again, but I've had trouble on that corner before spinning out, so I'm kind of cautious of that. We have a back marker up in front of us as well, Tim. No, this is this is going to be the instant now. Like you
Right
see, he
side.
gets a run there, right? And I'm
Keep
like,
to the
okay,
left.
I'll just stick to the side of the track here,
You got
as
about
close
5
as I
laps
can.
of fuel left. Still there, hold your line. Keep to the left.
And as this turn here, I hit the corner.
Clear.
I was trying to stick to the side
Alright.
as close as I could,
Clear on
but
the
I
right.
hit the curb.
You've got wheel damage. Looks like one of your wheels is out of alignment. You'll have less grip out there. We got damage on the front end.
No, you're going, stupid.
That aero damage is probably slowing you a lot.
So you can see Ruben wasn't happy with me there, which I get. Like, you know, because my strategy was to be safe, I should have just backed out of it. But I just kind of thought I'd be able to hold it tight to the left side of the track. But clipping that curve maybe kind of shoot out to the right. And into Ruben, unfortunately. But it's saying that, like, he maybe could have left me more space as well. We'll review it after the race.
Can you let me go, please?
So Cat Kit has asked me to let him go, and I'm just like, yes.
Car on your left.
Because at this point,
Clear.
I'm just annoyed that I'm after getting 6x in a race, or I was trying to not have any incidents. So at this point, I was just annoyed at myself. After that one, I wasn't going racing Cat Kit. He was also quicker than me anyway, so no issues letting him through. And now Ruben has had an issue ahead. You can see there's a bit of his car.
Slow car ahead. Car stopped on the right. Go left.
So there's Ruben there. So we'll see what happened to him after the race. Did he make a mistake, or did he have some damage after our incident? Who knows, but a bit wide there again, so just holding the brakes to make sure I didn't get another 1x. And also at this point as well, I've got damage. The steering wheel's a little bit kind of sideways when I'm going straight. You can kind of make it out there. It's kind of a little bit turning left when I'm going straight. It's maybe hard to see in the Nordschleife as you're turning. So see, like there, it's a bit hanging a bit left. So that's the way my wheel is, like that. When I was racing, so that wasn't ideal. I also wasn't sure if I was going to be, you know, easily lose control or something, which can happen when you've got damage. I wasn't sure, like, what was missing off my car at this point. I was just grateful I didn't get a meatball, really. So that's how Borrow, the guy, the 0.6 guy, caught up. Was really was down to the incident and then my damage. Like, I really want to master this track, like, you know, so I'm happy enough just to race it a little bit like this and get some iRacing, or sorry, safety rating. Learn the track and then try and optimize the turns a bit better, like, you know, get the braking points right. And because there's obviously a few key parts of the track that you need to nail with long straights afterwards. And I'd say if you get them right, you'd make up a lot of time, because I can see, like, my time is like 20 seconds off. You know, that's a lot. So I was happy to slow down way in advance here, because obviously it's the end of the race. Barrel wasn't going to catch me. I was thinking I'm not letting Barrel pass me, because he'll make my safety rating, or my I rating, drop quite a bit because of his low rating.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
So there we go. So unfortunately
Nice run. Solid work.
trying to do a clean race and didn't quite work out. You see in the results how I got on in terms of safety rating. In my first race, I that was kind of boring, which is why I'm not posting. I had a 2x after the race, and then I decided to do another lap like what I'm doing here, and I crashed the car and got another 2x, which was really annoying. So then I actually ended up with a 4x. My own doing, of course, but look, that's it. I did record the incidents afterwards, after this race as well, so I'll skip to that now. So have a look at this first. So I kind of, I see the way I hit the curb. I'll just go back and see, watch it maybe in slow motion. So, see, I hit the curb and it kind of sends me out right, and I just clip him, and then he obviously just spins into me then. Like, he could have left me a little more space, but I know it's not easy to kind of hug the right side of the track going around a kind of turn like that, so I get why he wouldn't have done that, to be honest. So you can tell me down below if you think that was my fault or his fault or racing instant, I don't know. He was slightly ahead of me, so maybe I should have just backed out of it. Yeah, it's just hitting the curb, and that's just, could have very easily been a meatball for the two of us. Anyway, let's just look at the rest of the incidents. So this is at the very start, like before the race had really even started, at the end of the kind of the warm-up part. Race ruined immediately. Again, the very start of the race, of course. Oh, I just caught the grass a little bit. Probably a meatball. He just followed the guy in front off, which is easy to do if you're... I know it's a tip to try and not follow the guys in front, but it can easily happen. I've definitely done it anyway. It's too hot into there. Yeah, I think we passed out that guy. Don't know why he just decided to turn off into the grass there. Maybe he had some damage. Oof. He was turned into there. Intentional or not, I don't know. Again, another case of probably following the car in front. It's the kind of stuff you're going to see at these lower splits. He seems to be completely out of control. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Race over. Oh, yeah, he's done as well. I do find you. Oh, here's my crash at Ruben. Yeah. At least in a way, he didn't like. He was able to race on somehow. But not ideal. He was fairly pissed at me for that one. We might see actually what happened to him, because he had a crash himself a little bit after, didn't he? Here he is now. So let's get back and see what happened to Ruben here. Just lost control of it. Potentially due to the damage from our crash. I don't know. That was meatball for him, I think. Oh, completely out of it here. Alright, that's it. We'll come back for the results. Okay, so this was split 2 of 2. So it's fairly low strength of field, 1025. Got double green though, despite my 6x, I still managed to get a 0.15 safety rating, which is pretty good. An 18 iRating. That's what I was saying, like, you know, it doesn't work every time, but I do find if you're kind of a low skilled, low level driver like me, the Ringmeister is a viable option for safety rating. without risking losing loads of iRating. You see, I actually gained iRating there, and I was driving around the track like no pace, like way off the pace. So it's definitely worth trying. I'd highly recommend it for anyone that's kind of struggling with a bit of safety rating. But that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video.